All right, Gene, are you ready to be counted in?
I'm ready to be counted in.
Ready in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where My Mom's At podcast with Christina P.
What's up, little mommies? Thank you for tuning into my show. I've got live dates to promote. Christina P online.com. Austin, Texas, September 9th through 11th at the Creek in the Cave. I'll be doing shows there. And then to Oklahoma City, September 23rd through 25th. And then Indianapolis Tits, October 6th and 7th. My goodness, already into October. Comedy Vux in Denver, Colorado, October 21st through 23rd. November 4th. Raleigh, November 5th, Raleigh. And then I go to Atlanta. Atlanta's on the board. Salt Lake City, Florida. It's all there. ChristinaPOnline.com. Also, San Antonio got rebooked. So check it out. Try it out. See the new dates. There you go. Boom. Now, if you're listening to this show and you're a parent, you and I both know this is hell week, or it might be next week. It may have been last week for you, but the kids are going back to school. And I had no idea it was this fucking stressful. Like, I've always heard other parents talk about it. Like, oh my God, school. And you're like, whatever. How can it be stressful for you? Like, what are you, invalid? What are you slow? What are you, TikTok? It can't be that crazy. And my goodness, it really is. It's all the little details. You know, you got to worry about dressing them and the freaking school supplies. And then there's a rally you got to go to.
And stuff.
Well, yeah, my kid goes to school with uniforms. Praise Allah, because it's so easy. And once the kid can dress themselves, you're like, yo, like this morning, I was like, Ellis, get out of bed, dress yourself. See you downstairs, bro. Like, they know how to dress themselves. And when he's in high school and he's extra fucking lazy, it's going to be dope. Like, I had uniforms in high school. That shit was fire, dog. Like, you roll out of bed, you put on your uniform, and that's it. Like, it's just mindless. It's so great. And it looks classy as shit. He looks like a right gentleman, mate. Looks like a right fucking gentleman. And he loves it. He takes pride in it. He's like, oh, yeah, dude. Well, you never wore a uniform? Did the Jews wear uniforms to Jews schools?
We had what was it? It was like in middle school we had to wear actual like T-shirts with the logo of the school, and then in high school got more lax. You just got to wear a collar and not bear any midriff.
Midriff.
Mm-hmm.
Midriff. Oh my God.
But I think that's when all the asshole Hollister shirts came out. Where remember those shirts that had the double collar?
No, I was cool. I didn't do that.
That shit was fucking cool.
No, it wasn't.
No,
You're
for
the
like a
king of
month,
cool.
that shit was
The
cool.
double collar that you like pop up?
Double collar.
I don't understand.
It looked
double
like you were
collar.
wearing two collared shirts
Okay,
underneath.
Google.
Okay,
Oh, I
I'm-
thought you
Google.
were wearing
Hold
two
on.
shirts.
No, they were stitched together.
Oh, I get
At
what
the
you're saying. So it's
front
like
door.
a jacket with a shirt that's
No jacket.
This
no,
is so weird.
but it's the same. It's the same
Double
concept.
collar.
I get what you're saying.
By the way, for those of you who've met, Ashan is on today as a fill-in. We have a sick person. We've man down. So I
Hey, what
love
it
Ashan.
do? Here, it kind of
Hi,
looks
sweetie.
like this shit. Nah, but he is actually wearing multiple shirts though.
Shut the front door. Wait, let me see. Oh, I remember. Yeah, what a douchey look.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, it was super douchey. It was just like, hey, bro, we could wear a collar. Didn't say anything about how many. And so then you just start double collaring.
So you look like a mentally ill person that's layering polo
Uh-huh.
shirts.
No, yeah, it
It
was
looks
like,
mental.
no, it was real
It's from-
preppy.
That is so preppy. I remember in like 7th and 8th grade, it was cool to wear two different colored socks. Like, meaning you would wear a pink sock and a white sock, and then
Hell
like
yeah.
layer the ruffling or whatever, and then then you're wearing 4 socks to school. Like, I remember my kids being super full. Like, you cannot cram 2 pairs of socks. What was the lamest thing you wore to school that you thought was cool? Obviously,
Oh my
double
God.
collared shirts for Nadav.
Christina, if I'm about to say some of the most embarrassing fucking shit.
Let's
Jesus
do it.
Christ.
I think we can go toe to toe, homie.
No,
I
dude,
think
I'm
I've
gonna
got
beat-
some
I'm gonna
powerful
beat you
stuff.
for sure.
I was goth. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Goth.
All right. So here's
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So there was this thing I used to do, and I think I got it from my older brother, who I think is why I thought it was cool, but it was lame as shit. So what you would do is you would take skater shoes.
Okay.
Oh my god. You would
Really,
take
it
skater
hurts,
shoes. Yeah, this hurts me.
It's
You
the
would take
best.
skater shoes,
Oh God.
and then you'd
hurting
cut
already.
out the tongue,
Okay.
and then you'd keep the laces going. So it's like you made a fucking flip flop out of a skater shoe, and you'd wear
think I'm gonna-
socks with it.
So that there's no tongue. So like you see the sock through.
You see your tootsies through it too. You're cutting all the way from the top of the tongue all the way to the. Here.
Is this like a fucking
Oh my God,
foot
I see what you're
version
saying.
of fingerless gloves?
So I'm showing. You could see this, right, Christina?
Fingerless gloves.
It was the fingerless gloves.
It's fingerless
of
gloves.
shoes.
It was the toeless shoes.
So it's literally this whole part, right, is gone, and then you cut it
my
all the way
God.
down to the
Okay.
right to the tootsies, and then you keep the
Oh
laces
my
intact and
God.
tie those. Dude, no one else did this.
Oh
I saw my older brother do it. I'm like, this is cool as shit. And then I did it, and I rocked it for like a year or two. I'm like, what am I doing? This is disgusting.
And did people give you positive feedback on this look?
No, I had terrible friends. No one told me it looked stupid or retarded.
Well, all your friends did it too, I imagine. Yeah.
They did not. It was just
You're the
me.
only one?
Yeah, dude.
Just you?
I'm like, I look dope as shit. I look just as cool as my older brother.
Like you didn't start any trends. Nobody copied you, and you're like, this shit is fire. I'm still
Look at me,
doing it.
Christina. You think I'm a trendsetter? Look at me.
Shit is fire. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's one I did. This was pretty stupid.
Yeah, let's hear
I
everyone's
wore-
lame as shit in high school. I have a feeling there's going to be a ranking to these.
Yeah,
mean,
I
like-
have mine.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Mine. I just needed to pull up because it's this is how I used to dress when I was a kid. Right
Let me
there,
see.
homie. You see that?
Oh, you're full hip hop. You look like Jay-Z.
Yeah, I
Like
had a
young-
fucking do-rag with cornrows, a shirt that was it's too big for me now, and it was way too big for me then, and a sideways hat tipped to the side, even further to the side. Absolutely
You
not
were-
okay.
You were
Absolutely not
full.
okay.
You had cornrows too. You were so hard back then.
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to have a big ass fro. That was for the longest time. I had a ton of hair. I was afraid to shave it, but yeah, eventually, cause the thing about fros is like once they get too big, they do that fucking palm tree shit, you know, where it just falls to the side. and
Not
that-
J hair.
Yeah, lucky you. Shit, my hair is fucking soft and it's mixed, so it shit just fell, and I look like a damn palm tree. So I'm like, all right, I better cut this shit off. I better knock
You were
this out.
hard as fuck. How old are you there?
That was, oh man, I was at that house, which means I was like 11.
Oh my god,
Something like
you
that.
dress like a
Yeah.
thug, G.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, yeah, I got
Jeez.
pictures of, one of the only pictures I got of my dad was him throwing up the West Side right behind me, and he had me dressed in full Crip shit. I had nothing but blue bandanas, fucking, and I had fucking my hand up like this. I'm like, that was like the
Oh
oldest
my
picture I
God.
have of him and me. I still got it. I'll put it up. If I can find it, I'll put it in this video. It's the worst.
And there's the trailer. I mean, worst parent ever. You're throwing up gang signs. Okay,
Yep.
guys, mark that. Really, is there no worse parenting than making your kid dress like a gangbanger? Hey, kids, throw up the sign. You know what to do in the picture, Enny. And you're like, wait, what's Crips? Just this?
Yeah, throw
Yeah.
a little C
You're like,
right there. Right
Throw
above
up the
nipple,
Crip
you know what I'm
sign,
saying?
sweetie. And you're
Yeah.
like, thanks, Dad. I love you.
And then he
Do I have
taught
your
me how to-
approval now?
He taught me how to Crip walk, and he had me Crip walking at the club. I was in the nightclub just Crip walking on the dance floor. I was like 10 years old, bro. 10 years old Crip walking. I'd just be swiping my feet like I was the shit.
What a sight
So
that must
dumb.
have been.
What
It
is
was not
wrong
okay.
with our dads? And my dad would take me to bars and nightclubs on school nights in third grade. And I would dance with sailors. I mean, literally men in uniforms that
what?
were off. Yeah, I remember dancing with a group of sailors one night. They were in their uniforms. It was like their Fleet Week or whatever. And we were dancing to Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Relax, don't do it when you want. It's a gay anthem about butt fucking and trying not to come while you butt fuck. And like, I'm dancing to a song about gay guys coming. It's wild looking back and like white
how old
lines.
Were you?
9. Like Enny and I are look, there's a reason Enny and I get along. We all get along really well for different reasons, but like
Yeah, I felt that, man. When we did our show, when I was on this show, I felt like that was the most natural I've ever felt behind a mic. I'm like, this is we get each other.
Get it. Well, because if you grew up in the nightlife, like you and I both grew up in nightclubs, in a bar.
Yeah.
Kids shouldn't grow up in bars.
No.
You see things. Yeah, it's not good.
There wasn't much for me to do there, I remember, except things that I'm not supposed to do. So it's like, what else am I going to do? Am I going to fucking do homework in the booth? No. No. Come on. What the hell you think?
It's wild. It's wild that our fathers thought that was acceptable childcare. Like, it was either go to the bar with my dad or he would just leave me home alone. And I'm like, I think I should go with you. I'm scared.
Same. I had the choice of either go to the club or take care of my like 3-year-old niece or some shit. I'm like, I'm going to go to the club.
Right. Go to the club.
I don't want to take care of this little baby.
Yeah. Like, of course, what child wants to be a babysitter, really? Good times. Okay, Ashawn, what's the most embarrassing shit you wore? First of all, is he able to be on camera when he speaks? Mr. Ashawn?
Not really.
Then we can't include him because then it's going to be annoying to.
Yeah, I could switch with him real quick while you talk to him.
Well, do you have a good one, Ashawn, or are you going to tell me that you are normal?
You see, here's the thing about Ashawn. He'll tell you like he'll tell you that something was bad and dumb, and then you'll look at it and you'll be like, nigga, that's the dopest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, that's who this dude is. He's like, yeah, it sucked. Like, fuck you, bro. You're like the best dresser in the fucking world. Forget that shit.
Oh, here. Okay, put him on the mic. This is too good. So Ashawn is Enny's roommate, which, God, this is the perfect storm today. I love this. Now we're going to get to know Enny a little bit behind the scenes.
Oh, boy.
Because Ashawn is here. Oh, look at he's sweating. And he's so, look at Ashawn. He's so cute. Hi, buddy.
Look at this man.
Yo, what's up?
Hi, sweetie. Look at that smile. He has the best teeth. Oh, my God. Hi, love. So have you been cooking?
He'd be like, yeah, but one of them's a little bit crooked. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's perfect. So you're the chef of the roommates, I heard.
I am the chef. Yeah, Chef Chop.
What are you cooking? What did you cook last night for Enny? Did he eat?
We had this really good red pasta. I actually impressed myself. I impressed him. It's pretty bomb. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna make it for you.
I can't wait. Now, Enny admitted to being kind of a loud roommate. Is that accurate? Can you hear him through the walls screaming at the video games, and he doesn't care what? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's true.
Most def.
And that never bothers you as a roommate?
Nah. I mean, I do the same thing a little bit. I'm a little bit quieter for sure, but when I have my moments, I have my moments. Yeah.
So you don't bust. So how late are we talking to Enny? He's like, woo, like doing his shit through the walls.
Like,
I mean,
there
ain't really a time
till we get to work.
Yeah, it's whenever sleep is that day, you know. Could be 7 a.m. if I didn't sleep, you know.
It's lucky because I could just sleep through anything. I could sleep anywhere and through anything.
I mean, I would murder both of you then. You guys are my least favorite. I hate you both in terms of being a roommate. I would never pick you two.
That's
you guys
fair.
are the worst.
That's fair. I mean, there's a reason I think why we stuck together so long. I was like, I don't think anyone else would deal with us. we're pretty fucking annoying. We're kind of perfect fits.
What's the most annoying thing Enny does, Ashawn?
Yeah, what's up, bro? Speak your mind, bro.
Damn.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm on blast.
What you got?
I'm gonna go back to this.
What you gotta say, bro? Don't worry, I ain't gonna remember.
It doesn't matter. It's just for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably just.
I ain't gonna get mad.
It is the screaming because I'm not at that level all the time.
Yeah.
It gets to me sometimes.
What's wrong with the screaming?
The screaming. I mean, what he screams, I can't say it. You know?
What does he scream? You could say it's a safe space here in the studio.
No, you cannot say it.
Is it the N word? Does he say? He says N words. Big words.
We're dropping all the bombs.
Yo.
Does he say? Does he say?
Stop! I don't like this game. I don't like this game. Stop!
I'm dropping all the bombs.
I don't like this game. I quit. I quit. You win.
Does he go MF or C word? Is it like that, or is it like What could he possibly be saying that's worse than what we say in Studio Jeans like
You don't
every
wanna know.
day?
Oh my
You
God.
don't
I
It's
do want to
worse?
know.
You don't
It's,
wanna
it's
know.
I
worse.
do want.
I'll tell you off mic. I'll tell you off mic.
Yeah, we'll tell you.
You dropping hard K's, Eddie?
I'll tell you off mic. I'll tell you off mic.
We're dropping all types of words.
So is it racial? Is it racist? Is that why you're afraid to admit to it? I don't understand. Like, you can say anything in Studio Jeans. We're not nerds, you know?
We have a spectrum.
You know, you've built me up, Christina. You know, you've helped me so much, and you're trying to just crush it all down right now. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to.
I'm seriously, I'm being honest. I'm genuine here. Like, I'm trying to think of what you could possibly say that would be offensive to me or to our listeners. I just don't. Is it like MF? Jesus takes dicks in his butt.
Okay. Here's what I will say. It's not about the words. It's about the message that I'm sending. Like, it's about the sentiment of exactly what I'm saying. So it's like if I told you, like, you know how other languages curse way harder? Like, they'll say some shit like, your mother's fucking pussy is trash and tastes like garbage. You know, something like that.
Yes.
It's like that. So it's like way more personal, direct, intimate. So it's not about the words.
Got it.
Yeah.
I can see you playing video games and you're being like, I'm going to butt fuck you. I'm going to fuck your butt. And I'm going to kill you. I'm going to rape you with a scissor in your butt. Like that kind of stuff. You're like, I'm going to fist you. Yeah, I know it. I know. But again, game recognized game, Enny. Like, it's only because I feel you, bro. I'm similar. Do, 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 do.
You know what I love about
glad
this?
You came here, Sean. I'm glad you could fill in.
I love that, like, Enny was just totally, like, aiming this. Like, oh, yeah, Sean, tell me what you don't like about me. And then within 5 seconds, his head is just buried in his hands.
It's called my special talent, Adolf. I don't know if you're aware yet. It's called being a professional shit mixer. I do it for a living. I throw a grenade and then I... All right, guys, I'm going to try to show you my footsie. Here it is. You see that? Olive and June. Swear to God, I did this myself. It looks professional. I know. Am I a professional manicurist? No. But with Olive and June products, I've become a professional. And let me tell you what, I did this when my kids were in the bathtub. I had about 5 minutes, but with the tools that come with Olive and June, it's super simple. I swear to God, it looks pro. They even give you, that little brush that the manicurist uses to clean up the edges so that they don't look all messy and funky. Yeah, you get one of those. And I cleaned them up. I did them and they look amazing. You have to try it out. I also love their nail polish remover. That one's so easy. The little dippy, the finger any thingy. It's just fantastic. You guys try it out. The colors are amazing. They last for 7 days. It looks professional. I've been wearing these for a week now, this color, and it is amazing. Getting beautiful salon perfect nails at home is now a dream come true with Olive and June. Your new nail life is here. Visit oliveandjune.com/WMMA and use code WMMA for 20% off your first Mani system. This is an exclusive offer you can only get here. That's oliveandjune.com/WMMA. Code WMMA for 20% off your first Mani system. oliveandjune.com/WMMA. Code WMMA. OMGs, I have discovered Glamnetics Eyelashes. Let me tell you, I usually hate wearing false eyelashes because the glue sucks. They're hard to put on. It's a nightmare. But now I am hooked on Glamnetics because it really is just that easy. You paint on, you just do a little line. It looks just like a mascara line. You let it dry and then you put on the eyelash. It is so easy and it comes with a little tool so that you can get it precisely right. Ladies, try it out. You won't regret it. They come in all kinds of shapes and styles. It really is fantastic. Find out for yourself why WMMA lashes are Instagram's favorite beauty hack. Go to glamnetic.com/WMMA and enter our promo code WMMA for 30% off your order. This code is only available for my listeners. That's glamnetic.com/WMMA and enter in our promo code WMMA at checkout for 30% off. I promise you guys, these lashes literally apply themselves. 30 million women are impacted by weakened or thinning hair. If you're among them, know you're not alone, and there's a solution you can trust to deliver results. Thousands of women have taken back control of their hair with Nutrafol, with many users raving that the supplement not only transformed their hair, but restored their confidence too. Nutrafol offers 2 targeted formulas for women that are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding through all stages of life. Healthier hair growth takes time. You'll begin to experience thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code WMMA to save $15 off your first month's subscription. This is their best offer anywhere, and it is only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code WMMA. Okay.
You want to know
So
one
now-
of the most annoying thing that this motherfucker does, though?
Yes, of course.
This
of
one,
course.
See, here's the problem, though. He has nothing wrong with, like, his personal character, so I can't,
No,
like,
he's
knock
sweet.
him down a few notches. I could just say what's annoying, because
Yeah.
he's actually a good person, unlike myself.
But you don't have a character deficit. What he was revealing about you, I wouldn't consider a character flaw.
Well, I mean,
What's
well,
a character
shit,
deficit?
that's good. I mean,
No.
it feels that way. I hate when I play. It's specifically Smash is the game. I don't think you even know, but there's a game called Smash, and it's like that's the game. If you lose, it's a different vibe. But anyway,
Okay.
I absolutely would never say that any of that to
No, I
anybody
know you
in real
won't.
life for any real reason. So it's like, it doesn't. I guess it's not a character. Anyway, so the annoying thing about this motherfucker though is, you ever say something to someone, and like you see that they're like looking in your eyes when you're saying it, and after you're done, it'll be like 12 sentences, like a whole paragraph, and then at the end he's like, huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
my husband.
Huh?
17 years. Yeah.
Right, but except I've had that happen with Tom too, and I've just understood that that's his way of saying I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah.
So it's like
Don't talk to me ever. Yeah, I know.
he does that to me all the time. We'll be
All
in the
the
middle
time.
of a conversation,
My
and then I'll
life.
be talking, and he'll just go on his phone. He won't hear
Sweet,
me. I'm
I
like,
know.
got it. We're done with this. I see. I
He's
will
done.
leave the
He's
room.
checked out. Yeah. But that means so. Sean, are you tired? Is it constant with him? You feel, or it's just certain times a day? Like maybe he's tired after his work day, or is it mornings? Like, is it always or specific times?
It's like when he's shit talking, or when I'm ignoring him.
When
When
you're
you're ignoring
when you're
him.
When I'm
pretending
ignoring
to
him.
not hear things.
Like I just did right now.
You see this shit?
So you're pretending not to hear. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you you hear it, but you don't want to hear it. So you're like, if I just pretend like it wasn't said, I won't have to deal with this. It's a good tactic.
Yeah.
That's a fucking brilliant tactic.
Hold on.
I
I
need to
just
learn
have to
how
have them like repeat it and just like, did I really? And then I'm just like, if they don't say it, it's really not that important.
Hold on. Don't let this fucking man just yes man you out of this bullshit. Here's the thing. There's the other thing about this dude. He loves to say yes. All right. You gave him a way out of this conversation. He was like, "You're right. Yes, that is my way out. I will accept that
He
possibility."
accepts it.
Bullshit.
Smart.
Bullshit.
Smart.
Here's the reality though, because there's things that I ask you where you don't not want to hear it. It's like I'll be like, "Hey, I'm ordering from fucking Cheesecake Factory. What do you want?" And you're like, "Huh? Nigga, you don't not want to hear that. I know you want to eat cheesecake. What the fuck? Don't pretend like you ain't a fan of cheesecake, nigga. I know you like cheesecake. I know you for 12 fucking years, bro."
Hey, sometimes I really don't hear
No.
it though. Sometimes if it's cheesecake, I should hear that, but I just
I think we have a new podcast coming to town. It's called The Roommates. God, I
Bro.
could listen to this shit all day. So now hold on, Ashan. So are you saying like even when it is in your interest, you're kind of not wanting to hear? You don't want to deal. Is it that you don't want to deal with people? Like what are you doing?
yeah. I'm just
See
a
that?
yes
No,
man.
that's it.
Yeah,
you don't.
that's
You
a yes
seriously? You're
man.
being honest with me. You're just
no,
like I don't
no,
want
actually,
to.
no, really. Sometimes I just really don't want to deal with it. But it really is just like I check out. I'm always checked out.
You're dissociating.
Yeah, I dissociate a lot. He was talking about how he does that, and I'm like, not that specifically, but disassociating, and like I was
Yeah.
like, I kind of fit that a little bit.
Where do you go when you're not there? Where are you? Are you in a fantasy land, or what are you thinking about?
I am definitely in a fantasy land. Yeah.
What are you thinking about? Like video games?
I'm thinking of like traveling, like a vacation or some shit.
You're just not here.
I'm
Yeah.
just not. Yeah.
Man, you got to stick around Studio Jeans. You're gonna learn a lot. You're perfect. You got to spend some more time with us and Dr. Drew and stuff. This is great.
Oh,
Wow.
for the clothes,
Yes, let's go
do
there. But first of all,
have a
I want to
picture.
thank you guys for being honest. First of all, thank you, Enny and Sean, for being honest. It's
Of
a
course.
sign and a testament to your friendship, actually, that you can come out and say these things. It shows that you guys really have a good friendship relationship. So don't hate each other after the show, because
Oh no, never.
you're nice people.
That's the funniest. Don't touch me. That's the funniest thing about. That's the funniest thing about this shit that we know about each other is that we've talked about this like a ton of times. Where I'm like, hey, why the fuck do you pretend like you don't hear me? But the reason why it's funny is because now whenever we do it, like we've talked about this so many times now that I'll be like, hey, you want something from blah blah blah, and he'll be like, huh? I'll be like, 12 years, bro. 12 years. That's all I have to say, and that's essentially my way of saying I know you just did that.
You
fucking
don't know
thing.
me.
And
You don't know me.
Every time he says you don't know me, it's
You
like
don't
nah,
know
12
me?
years, bro. 12 years.
Yeah.
He said the same shit to me. I forget why. What the hell
Yeah.
did I do where you were like, I know what you fucking meant. You were like 12 years, bro. I'm like, shit. All right.
You guys are married. This is
You're
what being
right.
married is like. This is not dissimilar at all.
Yeah.
Because Tommy pretends like he can't fucking hear babies crying at night. I'm like, bitch, I know you fucking hear it. I know you hear that shit. Don't tell me you don't hear children crying. Fuck out of
The
here.
classic strat.
Classic.
But all right. But yeah, no. There's no way I can hate this man. He my dude.
Mm-mm.
Been my dude for 12
He's
years
your
now. 12 years.
Yeah, you guys are buddies. Okay, Sean, I'll let you off the hook, but we're gonna return to we're gonna come back to you two because I think this dynamic is very interesting. And 12 years. I can see the similarities. I understand why you two are friends.
Yeah,
I understand.
We're real,
I see it.
We're real.
I see it.
I feel like we're real yin and yang usually. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
very loud and annoying and obnoxious. And he's very calm and collected and quiet and thoughtful and shit. It's
But
very yin and
inside-
yang. yeah.
But inside, there's a lot going on. With
Oh yeah, it's just a giant rage. Yeah.
fucking storm.
You're just gonna
Yeah.
kill
Are
us
you?
all.
Is it angry or yeah, anger? You meant yeah, mom or dad? Both.
Dad wasn't there. Mom was.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, you got to hang out with us more. You're in the right crew. You're in the right crew. You just found the right company, man. We're gonna fucking hash all this stuff out. You see. Whew. All right, let's get into something lighter though. Let's talk about clothing. So, what did you do that you're most embarrassed about?
I feel
Junior
like I
high.
was kind of like you, not goth,
Goth?
but no. I mean, like I had piercings and like I wore like the stupid ass Russian hat thing with the fur and shit in school.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Ushanka.
yeah.
Yes, I like that one.
I have like one picture, I think. This one.
Let's see.
You can't really see the snake bites,
Put
but
it
I
put it
had.
closer. It's in the glare.
Oh, I like the hat though. That's dope. That's really cool.
Yeah. This
That's-
dude. This
see,
dude
you're
was
right.
punk. He was punk.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah,
you're right,
Did.
and
I did. I imagine you two would have been probably pretty close friends.
Pretty bro. Yeah. Except for the fucking heart hands. I hate heart hands. I'd throw
You
you
would've
right in
said,
the
"Cut
trash.
that shit out,
That's
nigga."
better. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I'd be like, heart hands. Wait a minute. We got to talk, buddy. You know,
You-
okay,
you
I'll tell
spent
you
a
mine.
bunch
So
of- No. Go
Huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I would wear jeans, like light denim, and then I would cut them all up into the holes. And then I would wear fishnets under the jeans so that you could see fishnets under that was kind of my look. That was kind of a thing in the 80s. I mean, I might still rock that. That's not terrible. That's not too bad, right?
No, actually, I think that's kind of coming back around, isn't it?
Really?
I think. I mean, I don't know. I just like from what I've seen on TikTok and shit, that's like forcefully in my face at all times. So that's all I see.
That and I would cut out the crotch of tights. Like I cut the crotch out of a tights and then I put them over my head and make the arms. Like I cut off the feet and then make tight arms.
What?
Fishnet arms. Yeah, that's a goth move. This is before like they
Whoa.
invented all that shit. I would cut the crotch out of tights. And
Oh,
the
so you
feet,
have
cut
like
the cloth.
fishnet like arm sleeves?
Arms. It was rad, dude. Yeah. So then you put your like middle finger through and like kind of and you'd make like fishnet arms. Or like
Oh shit,
tight
that's hot. That's hot. I would have. That's so fucking hot. So did that end up as like a crop top too?
No, I wasn't. See, that's the thing in the 90s. I was watching It's a Different World last night. I don't know if you guys remember that sitcom. It was Lisa Bonet's spinoff show. And
I
Lisa
do.
Bonet, and yeah, in 1987 was arguably the hottest, fucking coolest woman on the planet. And you watch her in her sitcom and she was wearing baggy shit. Like back then, girls didn't hoe it up. Like you were considered a hoe. Like people would kind of shame you more.
Oh.
I think so. Being baggy and wearing like men's clothes was cooler. So anyway, she was cool as fuck. Man, I wish I was Lisa Bonet. She's still cool as fuck. She fucking had Lenny Kravitz. You're Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz was the husband. Can you believe that? Two perfect looking people fucking like that and making a baby, and their baby's perfect.
Isn't that
Zoe,
fucking unfair? That's such
It's
bullshit.
so
It
fucking
shouldn't be
unfair.
allowed. It should be like illegal. It's like that's too much, man. Too much.
Too much.
I don't.
Too hot.
Too hot. Way too hot.
What type of system, Christina, do you think should be set in place so that that doesn't happen in the future?
I feel like if you're that attractive and you're like, you should be poor. Like maybe that's the scale. Like you can't have both money and good looks to that level. Like you have to be poor or you have to have like bad teeth or something. What do you think? How can we level?
How about like the average score of any couple can't be higher than 7? So if you're a 10, you gotta go out with a 3 or something? How's that mouth work out?
Ugh.
I don't know, but like start it so that couples have average numbers that they need to reach to.
Okay.
So that you know, because if your average as a couple is 10, it's like, yeah, you guys are too hot. You guys can't be together.
Well, okay, I like your thinking. Okay, you're right. The reason that it angers me that Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet are so fucking hot and perfect and rich, and then they made this hot. Like I'm not mad really, but for instance, supermodels like Cindy Crawford, you end up marrying a rich dog. Like hot girls, like really hot girls, usually marry super wealthy dogs. Right. So like that's
Right.
what evens out that scale is like,
Right.
yeah, she's hot, but she's got to bang that guy. So you kind of feel bad. Like you look at Cindy Crawford's husband, I'm sure he's not that hot, right? Isn't he just like a business person?
Let's find out.
I think he's a regular dude. So then you're like, that's okay. Cindy Crawford has to bang that guy every night. I'm not that jealous.
Either
of her.
Richard Gere or Randy Gerber.
Randy Gerber. She's with Gerber. Let's see that guy.
and-
Richard Gere. She was married to Richard Gere. That's right.
Oh, and then Celine Dion. She's like married to some like 120-year-old, right?
Yeah. Yes. Some chic. He looks like a chic. Old as fuck. Yeah, dog. Oh my God. Yeah. See, that guy's not like. All right.
I don't know though. I'm looking at this couple. And
Okay.
I'm just like, you know what? I feel like this couple does average out to a 7. You know?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's when you know that everything's right in the world.
Right.
Because Cindy Crawford just married a rich guy who's kind of, it's okay looking. He's not great.
Now hold on. Now here's her with Richard
Oh
Gere.
my God.
Richard Gere's attractive, right?
Yeah, he's hot.
So is this like who's
Doesn't he kind of look like that?
who's leveling up here? I don't know.
No, they're too hot. It's too much blessings. We have to make them poor or give them a disease.
Or cut off a limb or something.
Yeah, like some misery. You need to have something in your life that's bad.
Yeah, because if there is a couple that where their number does average out to a 10, you just start removing fingers.
Yeah. Like even like Jay-Z and Beyonce, you're like, well, Beyonce's fucking hot. She's arguably one of the most beautiful women in the world. Jay-Z, like in the looks department, you're like, all right, no, he's not like the hottest dude, but he certainly is the wealthiest and the most talented. So you're like, she picked well. I don't know. Is it fair? The Jay-Z Beyonce, that's not a 10 out of 10.
I mean,
I think
it's hard.
she-
It's hard
I
to
think-
say. I mean, I it's hard for me to rank dudes, but I mean, I mean, this feels like power couple, you know? Like
Yeah, they are.
I don't think either of them is settling.
No.
Right?
But she's way more attractive than he is, and therefore you don't hate the union.
Well, yeah, I'd fuck Beyonce over Jay-Z any day.
Of course. But the problem is when both the man and the woman are equally attractive, and you're like, ugh, it gets me upset. I don't know. I got fucking mental problems. All right, let's do some follow-ups here. I'm really excited. I've got barbecue coming today to the house. Big day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Had a crazy week too. My little baby Juju he's sick now. So Mama, I was up with him 2 nights ago all night. He slept on top of me in the rocking chair. It was so sweet. If you're a parent listening and you have not invested in a lazy boy, I highly recommend them. They're just great for breastfeeding when you've got babies, and then when they're sick, you can just crank it back and sleep in the chair, and they can sleep on you. It was sweet. It was a nice night, and Bitsy was there, and Ellis, and the whole family, but nobody slept. But now the kid's getting better. He's just fevers, and I hate fevers. The fevers are the mom's worst nightmare. I don't think any mom is thrilled when their kid has a fever.
Why is fever the worst of all the ailments?
Because you're like, I know there's an infection. His body's fighting it. Is it going to get worse? Is he going to get dehydrated? Is he going to start vomiting? You're like, what's going to happen next? What's the gamut here? Like, what are we in for?
Oh, so it's just a sign that you're like in the thick of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what's
bad.
scary.
They don't sleep. Yeah, and also, will it get worse? You know, the doctors have a cool way of saying shit to you. Like, I really like the pediatrician we have here. Shout out to Jessica Hockman. He's no Jessica Hockman though. Come on, you're the best. But this guy, you know, they're like, well, I'll check on him, and if he still has a fever by Thursday, it's probably pneumonia. And I'm like, cool, just say it like that. Very nice, very good. It's probably just pneumonia. No big deal, just pneumonia. But I don't think it is. Any hoodles. Shout out to all the parents going through sick kids and kindergarten and grade school. It is a fucking nightmare. Moms, ladies, anybody with a vulva, you deserve pleasure. Don't you deserve it? Don't you deserve to have orgasms? Don't you deserve to enjoy your sex life? You do. And now with Foria, you can. Foria creates intimacy products that fundamentally change the way you experience pleasure. With all natural botanical formulas that were crafted for women and people with vulvas, Foria is like your pleasure godmother, here to remind you that your body can do amazing things and that you deserve an orgasm every time. Foria is offering a special deal for our listeners. Get 20% off your first order by visiting www.foriawellness.com/WMMA, or you use code WMMA at checkout. That's FORIA wellness.com/WMMA for 20% off your first order. I recommend trying their Awaken Arousal Oil because it is amazing. Trust me, you will thank me later. Forget boring peanuts and candies. Toodaloo comes in 5 unique and tasty flavors: chocolate, maple brittle, coffee, barbecue, and hot and spicy. Do I need to even tell you that I'm hooked on the barbecue Toodaloo? It's been in the house. Everybody loves it. My kids love the chocolate one, and it's protein packed. The barbecue flavor, my favorite, Smoke Show, has 42 grams of plant protein per bag. It's also low in carbs and supports energy flow to fuel your day. Toodaloo is grain-free, non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free. It's processed sugar-free, and their packaging is plastic neutral. Come on, you can't go wrong. I've got a special offer for my listeners. Get $5 off your first order of Toodaloo today. Just visit toodaloo.com/WMMA. That's TOODALOO.com/WMMA. And Toodaloo is so confident that you'll love it that each purchase is backed by a 100% best taste guarantee. This will definitely become your favorite go-to snack. Seriously, the taste is incredible. Visit toodaloo.com/WMMA to try it today. Let's do some follow-ups. Tax follow-up from an accountant. This is in regards to, goodness gracious, there was a girl who was in her 20s and had never paid taxes. That guy was like, I want to marry this person, but do I? Because she doesn't seem to care about paying taxes, which is a huge adult responsibility that one should not neglect. The IRS always gets paid. Okay. So, in fact, IRS, if you're listening now, we overpay just so that you guys don't do anything. Here's all the money. IRS, go take it. Here it is. Tax follow-up from an accountant. Hey, Hitlers, I'm a full-time accountant, overpriced degree included. This girl is talked. Yeah. So she's not, keep in mind, this girl was 24, 25 and had never filed a tax return. So this is what this is in reference to. Never filed taxes. This girl is talked if she doesn't owe any taxes, which is likely if she only has a W-2. She is missing out on years of refund checks from the IRS. Enny, I think you pointed that out.
Yes, sir.
However, they will only issue a refund for 3 years of back taxes. So again, talked. Hearing stories like this gives me an ulcer. Keep in mind. See you in Columbus, Mommy Carla. Also, this is an older. Yes, Columbus was amazing, and Carla, I wish I would have known you then.
But he didn't. He didn't specify though, because my thing was
she. It's a fucking she. God.
Who called in or who wrote in?
They, them. Get her fucking pronoun. She, her.
God, I keep fucking up.
You're so hateful. You're so full of fucking hate. Do better.
So fucking misogynistic. So, I'm sorry. Zay said
they.
I'm sorry. They.
Idiot.
Oh, fuck. God. They.
We're gonna have the lady come back to the office and give us all another seminar, Enny.
yeah. I'm real inconsiderate. I'm not gonna lie.
So she can get you can get a refund for up to 3 years of back taxes.
But
that's not bad.
But what they did not specify was is she owed, or if she doesn't do her taxes but she is owed, right. Is that any penalty? Sure, she's missing out on her money, but does she actually owe anything? I don't think.
No, I think what he's saying is, because she's got the W-2 sitch, the government takes the money automatically. So, right. So that's interesting. I wonder if I agree. I don't know what the answer would be. Meaning, is she still going to be penalized for not filing formally?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't think she will be. I mean, I think if she would have been, she would have by now, right? She's been working for like 7 years, I thought it was. So I feel like she would have been penalized.
No, but there's like thresholds and stuff, because if she's working some W-2, like maybe she's not making enough to even like get on an IRS radar or something. You know, if a CEO is like, if Wesley Snipes doesn't pay for like fucking 30 years.
Different.
They're going to catch it, yeah, because it's like, oh, that's a bunch of money we fucking need.
Well, different because he owed, but if she doesn't owe, then it's only above 1,000, I believe, in a year. And if she doesn't make 1,000 in a year, I mean, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. I mean,
I think again,
that's a good question. Hey, Carla, if you're listening, let us know. Will she be penalized for not formally filing? Even though I'm assuming, they've taken taxes out and she's paid them. I don't know. It's a good question. That's why we all need to stop what we're doing and go to school for being tax accountants. Let's go. Let's quit our day jobs. Ugh, this disgusting show business life and go become tax accountants.
Also, I'm sorry, Carla. I love they.
So stupid.
I did it.
You did it. They, them, she, zers, ma, pa, pee, pa, poopa. When are something's in my ass. When are we gonna? I can't wait until we can stop the pronoun nonsense. Well, let's see how many more years of insanity. Okay, here we go. This is a bankruptcy story. I also talked about bankruptcy. So both my parents, so everyone in my family essentially has filed bankruptcy at some point in time. It ended up being quite nice. Ended up benefiting me. I got more financial aid for college because my parents were bankrupt and I had to be independent. So not always a bad idea. When the shit hits the fan. Okay. Hi, Mommy. I'm listening to episode 109 and I had to chime in on the bankruptcy conversation. When I was 9, I moved away from my lunatic parents to go to college. I took out shitty school loans, got an apartment, and started putting everything on credit cards. Even though I worked full time, I was never able to get caught up on my bills. I maxed my credit cards and would only pay the minimum. I attempted to clear this up by getting a consolidated loan from my credit union, but defaulted on that as well. Little did I know that a credit union will come after you for their money. After being threatened with a lawsuit, I had to file Chapter 11. I borrowed money to pay my court fees and got it taken care of. I spent years getting my credit back in order. I got a car loan with a 25% plus interest rate and a credit card. Even years later, when my husband and I bought our first home, I had to provide all the bankruptcy information as well as a written letter explaining the situation to our lender. It was super embarrassing. And I thought I would never get away from it, but the bankruptcy fell off my credit around year 7. Now I'm on top of all our finances and I use my story as a cautionary tale. Get your fucking money /taxes /credit cards in order, people. Trust me, pay your bills on time and talk to your kids about money. Love you, mommies and booth boys. AJ, that just reminds me, I got a parking ticket that I need to pay before that penalty goes up. I'm going to make a little note right now. Yes, AJ, I agree with you. I was lucky in that I indirectly got to see bad finances through what my parents, my mother and my stepfather were doing. They're both gone now, so I can openly talk about that. My mother stole my credit when I was 11 or 12 and opened up several credit cards in my name.
Oh my God.
You didn't know that one? That's a good one.
I know that one. Familiar.
Yeah, you know that one, Enny. Done that. Parents done that. And they had to file bankruptcy when I was in high school. So I got to see it firsthand. And the reason that had happened, there was a lot of consumer debt, but just taking out more credit than they could afford, extending themselves beyond what was reasonable for them. And my stepdad was a bit of a criminal, but keep on top of it. Talk to your kids about credit and keeping your credit score decent. That is a big deal. And I feel so bad for people whose parents don't help them through college. I mean, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how kids do it. You just go into debt, severely into debt. I was lucky that I had half loans and then my parents were helping me, but oy vey, what a nightmare. Yeah. So 7 years, I believe, when it clears up, but my God, the credit cards are the worst. If you can't consolidate all that credit card debt onto one and then pay that back, that's the move. That's what everyone says you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I remember like when I was in college, like there would be job fairs and then there would be tables from all the banks, like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and they're like, "Hey, you look like you could use a credit card." And they would just have these kids sign up for credit cards. And no one would be educated on like, "Holy shit, I have fucking $20K. Let's go to fucking Vegas," or whatever the fuck the limit was.
Which ends up being $40K after interest,
right?
That you actually owe. And I can't tell you how many girls I grew up with who, you get a credit card when you're 18. And I know girls that spent so much money on fancy handbags, going on trips, travel, and like bullshit, like not just college, but bullshit. And then having a ton of consumer debt. It's really an easy trap to fall into when you're young. And I get it.
Yeah,
listen,
it's not free
everyone's
money.
done it.
It's not
It's
free money, Christina.
Ugh. I mean, when Tom and I got married, we had credit card debt, but that's because we were becoming comedians and we had to put flights on the credit card. Clubs don't fucking fly you out or put you up, so that's a business expense.
Right.
That was harsh, but we paid it all off.
Yeah, and
the key is to pay those fuckers off.
It's the whole sometimes people get tricked by minimum payment. You're like, oh shit, I only need to pay $20-$40. The thing is, minimum payment is a sometimes treat. You do that if you're in a bind. You do that if it's like, you're making big purchases and shit, and you're like, I can't pay this all at once right now. But the goal should be to pay off your credit card every month. Because that's
100%.
how you slip into debt.
100%.
To
The minimum is nothing. So think about the minimum as like you're just paying the interest. You're not paying the principal. You're just paying the penalty fees essentially. So get ahead of it. Credit cards are the fucking devil.
Yeah,
also, if you're going to use, sorry, what, sweetie?
No, I was going to say me and Ashawn know of a guy who won't be named, but we definitely know of a dude who did this while he was with us. And we told him this, like we specifically said, don't do this, bro. He was in 4K debt. And that's a hell of a lot for us, at least. And he was talking about
I was going to say, that's it. Because I've heard, I think Tom and I got way worse than that.
Right,
and I think I've been in worse than that as a 20-something-year-old.
For sure. But I'm saying that's where he started. So we're like, hey, man, don't fucking start. It's going to snowball. Don't do this.
It does.
Because he was talking about buying a fucking Subaru Rex or whatever. And he's like, I'm going to get a Rex STI and it's going to be dope. And like, whatever, dude, I'll do payments. It's going to be fine. I can get it. I still have good credit, even though I'm in like this debt, so it's like it kind of doesn't matter. I'm like, dude, you're so stupid right now. Please, like, you gotta hear us out. You can't do this yet. And sure enough,
And
I
how'd it
don't
go?
think he went and got the Rex, but he went and married a girl in 2 months, and had continuous credit. He ended up being closed. One of his credit cards closed. He had another one, lost his job. I mean, it was tragedy after tragedy. And yeah, now he's in like I think 20 plus.
At
20
least that's how it
plus.
starts, and that's the beginning. By the way, I've
Right.
been in 20 plus. When I graduated from college, I was 25,000 in the hole, and this is in the ninth. This is 99. I can't even imagine what college debt looks like now for a kid that's going to the University of San Francisco that I went to. And again, I had scholarships, I had grants, I had fucking everything, and I graduated with 25 grand in debt. And then consumer debt on top of that, because now you're graduated, but you're making what, minimum wage, really? You're new in the world. So you can't afford shit in life. Of course, you're going to put it on credit cards. And then it's just a spiral. It's like it's this trap of being in your 20s, and it's really, really hard. So, I mean, should just try to minimize that damage if you can. Don't buy the consumer shit. Try not to if you can.
Yeah,
But I mean,
don't get the Rex STI, man. Get a
don't
Camry,
get
chill
Yeah.
out, have a
Stay
couple
poor.
have a couple years where you're in an automatic, okay, and then go for the dream car once you're at 0.
100%. One of the things I did to make my dreams come true, and I always tell young people this in your 20s, if you're working towards a dream, keep your overhead low. Keep the fixed costs low, meaning get rent fixed amount. Your rent should be equal to 1 week of pay. That's the rule of thumb, right?
Yep.
So let's say your rent is $800 a month. Bam, perfect. Stay there. Don't overspend on rent. Keep the rent fixed. Keep the car payment fixed. If you're leasing, whatever, if it's a write-off, sometimes it can be depending on what business you're in, keep that low as fuck. Keep your monthlies low, the fixed costs of your existence low. In America, it is cheap to buy clothes and food. That is fucking cheap here. Okay. You can go to H&M and get a whole wardrobe for $300. So there's no reason to be spending thousands on Gucci bullshit.
100%. Anybody that's ever asked me like, hey dude, that shirt or whatever, or that hat that you got in that episode, it's so cool. Where do I buy it? I'm like, dude, I got this at GameStop for like $10. Yeah. It's not a big, you don't have to fucking pay $3,000 to get a good pair of pants.
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you fucking, there's no need to in America. The disposable, it's an unethical practice, obviously, this disposable fashion, but who gives a fuck? So Chinese children are making my clothes at H&M, and it looks great. And it looks better than a lot of the designer stuff. So yeah, so don't worry about that.
Hell yeah.
It's styling. And get a cheap car until you can afford to upgrade. Don't upgrade until you can fucking afford it. Tom and I were poor for, I mean, goddamn, a decade. He and I were just grinding, as broke as a joke, grinding. And we watched our friends get mortgages and get married and have children, and we just put it off until we were ready. So keep your head down, little ones. I know you're listening. If you're trying to get ahead, keep your monthly nut low. Get it? Your nut. And then
you got to keep the high nut, not the low nut.
Keep the high nut, keep your monthly nut low, children. At one point I was living like a fucking warrior. I'll tell you what my lowest monthly nut was. I was living in downtown Los Angeles in the Rampart division in a 1-bedroom apartment. I had my monthly nut down to $2,800 a month, I believe. That's how little I had to make to live and survive when I was about 28 years old, 2,800. And that's how I lived.
That ain't bad.
Isn't that wild?
Hell yeah.
Who's there? Someone at my door? Kill Bitsy. Get it. Don't you fuck with my Brussels Griffon. She's my guard dog. You fucking kill, bitch. Kill.
And by the way, on this money thing too, I just gotta say it because so many of like even friends and people that I've heard that have tried to get me in, please don't fall for those fast money bullshit things. I don't care what it is. Fast money, that quick money
it's
bullshit.
Never works.
There's multi-level marketing, there's pyramid schemes, there's fucking whatever it is.
It's bullshit.
All
don't
of
do it.
Please
don't do it.
Because
it's bad.
Even if you could, by the way, even if you could get that fast money, guess how quick it could go away. It's not. Oh yeah. It's not worth it. Don't do that.
But can I tell you what I have learned in show business and with everything in life? Whatever is worth doing is painful, is a game of attrition, it's a marathon, It takes blood, sweat, and tears. And everything worth doing in life is good and horrendously difficult at the same time and requires a tremendous amount of discipline and dedication. There are no shortcuts. There just are not short. You must work hard. That's it. That's the shortcut. Work hard. Now, Nadav, I'm sure you have an Israeli saying for that. Is there some kind of saying
Yep.
that I'm? Go ahead.
An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure, baby.
I like that. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. So
And
that's being proactive.
And then also, I mean, if you're trying to go more J than that, if you don't, whoever doesn't pick up a penny isn't worth a penny.
Ain't worth a fuck a penny. What about like there's no shortcuts, just hard work.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Yep, I use
There you
that.
go.
I use that one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just to have to pull it. See, it's like I need to be in the situation to be able to pull it. It's just like,
Sorry.
hey, give me your J
Yeah.
shit for this, and it's I don't know. I
You
gotta.
need to be, I got you. I got you. Listen,
He's
I was
gotta
hoping I just
check
could,
the whole J library. You know?
I got, there's a Rolodex.
You gotta get your J-Brary card.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's so funny. I've got these assholes DMing me now that are like, you fucking you know, like they don't know that I've been here for 20 fucking years. It's like, bitch, I've been doing this since I was fucking 12. There's a reason we're successful. It's not because we just started. Fucking retards. Get out of here. Scram, shithead. Get in line, fuck face.
Also, I'm curious, real quick. You said
Yeah.
your rent should be 1 week of pay. Is that gross pay or is that after taxes?
That's a really good question. And I wish I were an accountant.
It after taxes, like what you want it to be is that so that you know all you have to do is work 1 week and you're good on rent.
Got you.
Like that's the thought that you should have with that.
Got you. Cool.
Did you know that women are at higher risk of poor sleep quality and sleep deprivation due to hormonal changes that disrupt the circadian rhythm, negatively impacting overall health? Imagine sleeping on a mattress that you can control the temperature of. That's what you get with Chili Sleep. It is just that real. You can control the temperature of your mattress. They sent us one and it has absolutely changed my life. I mean, you set that puppy exactly where you want it and you sleep like a baby. It is just amazing. So this chili pad that they sent Tom and I is amazing. I'm prone to sleep hot and Tom sleeps hot. And so rather than make your air conditioning freezing cold, we've just made the chili pad the perfect temperature for both of us. And now we are in heaven. It is the best night's sleep we've ever had. You have to try it. Head over to chilisleep.com/WMMA to learn more and check out a special offer available exclusively for Where My Mom's At listeners and only for a limited time. That's chili, CHILI, sleep.com/WMMA to take advantage of our exclusive discount and wake up refreshed every day. Maybe you've heard of Ring. We use the Ring alarm system at YMH Studios, and we love it because it's easy to set up. And not only that, you have an app on your phone so you can see what's happening in real time in the studio, in the cameras. I can spy on these boys right now. You can rewind the footage to see incidents that have happened. We had a funny incident where Enny got scared coming into the office alone. And we used the footage on YMH because it was A, funny, and B, caught so well on the Ring alarm security system. Ring alarm is protection, it's peace of mind, it's powerful, it's affordable, it's a home security system that you can easily install yourself. So if you think you can't afford a home security system, absolutely you can. Protect your home anytime from anywhere with a Ring alarm. Go to ring.com/WMMA for a special offer on a Ring alarm security kit today. You can build the system that's right for your home and have it up and running in minutes. That's ring.com/WMMA. That's ring.com/WMMA. Oh, and I was going to say, before you get married to somebody, am I repeating myself? Have I said this on this episode? Before you get married, find out how much credit card debt that person has, because when you marry somebody, their debt becomes your debt. And you guys will now work together as a Cosby team triosby to pay off that debt. So Ask questions. Hey, how much credit card debt do you have before you become engaged? Maybe so that you're not stuck with somebody. That person could have an outrageous amount of shit. I knew a girl that had $80,000 worth of credit card debt from handbags.
Oh my God.
Just buying handbags.
Damn.
Okay. And a
Birkin,
lot of kids,
everything.
that's right. So you're young and you're stupid and you make bad decisions. So there you go.
Yeah, I don't know
There
if you
you go.
did say that on the show, but if you did, it's worth repeating.
Yeah.
That didn't happen to my mom prior, but during, because they also did the thing that a lot of people make the mistake of as well, which is just not divorcing when they're obviously separated, because it's a hassle, it's
Bad.
documentation, whatever. Yeah. Guess who didn't pay taxes on the company that he owed like hundreds of
Yep.
didn't do too
And
well.
who's on
for
the
my
hook?
mom, did it?
Mom.
Yep. So.
And
Yeah.
mom's on the hook because
So-
she's married to him.
Mm-hmm.
Now-
So don't get in if it's bad, and if it's bad, get the fuck out.
Now, Christina,
And get
I
out
got
clean.
an interesting idea for you in terms
Okay, go ahead.
in terms of debt and couples. I saw this thing on the internet a couple days ago, where it was a happily married couple that was like, they've been married for like 50 years, and I think one of them had some terrible like medical like procedures done where they put them into medical debt and shit. And so what they did was, and I think this varies from state to state, but they just divorced. And then the person that incurred all the debt just stayed with them, and they were able to they put the house in the name of the person that wasn't in debt, and then they're still living together. So, I mean, I'm not trying to say go and
That
do this because
legal?
I read the headline of an article. Keep that in mind. I did not read the actual article, just the headline of it. So maybe Google it, but I don't know. I feel like there's a game to be played here.
I feel like you're right. I feel like there is a game to be played. However, the IRS ain't stupid, and I think the IRS has figured that fucking game out like long before these kids. And I agree with you. That's pretty solid. Like, if you can divorce and then that person gets the debt, I get that. You split your assets however you want. That's
Right.
probably cheaper than.
And we should
whatever it is.
preface, none of us are financial advisors. You should not be getting financial advice from Where
No.
My Mom's At podcast. Do some Googles, go to school, get in college, become an accountant.
I mean, I don't know the legality. Yeah, but I imagine so that the IRS will figure that out if you're cohabitating and you guys are living as. I just wouldn't fuck with the law, like personally.
Right, because I think in
I'd rather fire-
California, there's some sort of rule, too, where it's just like, hey, if you live together for longer than 6 years, your domestic, what is it, a domestic
Oh, your
partnership?
domestic partnerships,
7
yeah.
years, yeah.
7 years. And then even if you're like divorced and still live together, it's like you're still a domestic partnership.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. That's why I said it very state to state, but also
Can I-
that's why I said don't listen to our financial
Don't
advice
listen
for
to our-
entertainment purposes only.
No, we're idiots. But I will say one lesson that I've learned in my life on this earth is that ounce of prevention saying that what you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
hire a fucking lawyer early when you're signing contracts of any kind of value. It is so worth the investment up front than later when you're trying to fight your way into shit like your mom, Enny. Like, if I wish we could go back in time and like hire the right lawyer and be like, lawyer up, bitch, get the fuck out, get away from this guy and get out clean and legally.
Of course.
Make sure your legal stuff is in line, bros.
100%.
Fucking
It was
spend the money. It's expensive. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Lawyers are expensive. There's a reason. They actually will save you money in the long run or make you money in the long run. But whatever. Lawyer up, bitch. Okay, here we go.
Hey,
Change it. You too. You got a lawyer
Hey.
up, homie.
talking about my mom. You better stop.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean your mom per se. I just meant like in everybody listening. Lawyer up, bitches. Not just your mom. Sorry.
She's
Not
gonna,
your
you
mom.
gonna let her
Your
talk to
mom
me
is-
about that stuff? You gonna let her talk to me
No,
like
that wasn't her. Not her personally. Sorry, Annie's mom.
that?
I did
I'm
not
playing,
direct
I'm
that. Also, find a good lawyer, not just anyone. Get a real cocksucker. That's what we do. Get a real fucking asshole. I got
That's
the
really good
best.
advice. If people
Oh,
hate your
yeah.
lawyer, that's good.
They hate mine. That's a good one. And my agent. Shout out.
Your
To my
agent is
agent
the
in my life.
best. He
He
introduced
really is.
himself as Agent Jeans when he
Yeah.
called me the first time. He's like, "Hey, what's up? So this is Agent Jeans." I'm like, "That's how you say your name."
He's
Yeah,
officially
man,
agent
I'm
Jeeves.
a fan. I'm a fan.
Yeah, he's
He
the
loves
best.
to listen.
He
listens
enables
to
my
the shows.
gambling sometimes.
Oh, God, I don't know how I feel about that.
I like it.
Yeah. Of course you do, shithead. Okay. I have a question about where responsibility falls between a father and daughter to repair their relationship once the daughter gets to be 22. Once the daughter gets to be 22, realizes that they have never spent any sort of one-on-one time with their father without feeling extremely uncomfortable and wonders how much of that is their fault. My relationship with my dad is non-existent. I couldn't imagine going on a weekend trip with him or even simply going out to lunch together without the forced, desperate small talk becoming unbearable. I've heard Dr. Drew describe similar feelings he had towards his parents when he was my age, and I know it's not uncommon. My concern is that I have felt this way toward him as far back as I can remember, and now that he's getting in his late 60s, I feel like I'm running out of time to fix it. My parents' rocky marriage is the obvious cause of the disconnect. They separated a few years ago after the wedding, got back together, got divorced when I was 6, got remarried to each other when I was 15, and we are now in the middle of divorcing again. Each time it's my mom and leaves him because of his timid, milquetoast personality and homosexual orientation. Well, that explains
isn't
it.
that interesting?
Well,
What?
okay,
What?
he's homosexual. Blah, blah, blah. Which he has closeted so tightly that he thinks nobody knows except my mom. And each time they get back together, it's for the sake of my older brother, who is firmly on the spectrum and needs daily care. I'm so much like my mom. So as a kid, I figured that since she was incompatible with him on every level, that I must be too. That sounds ridiculous now as an adult. How can I be incompatible with my dad? So, Christina, how much responsibility is on me to, quote, fix my relationship with my dad? Thanks again for reading this. Keep it high and tight. And don't let the chomos bite. That's a lot.
That was a lot. First of all, Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. The coming from someone who had a similar situation, here's the deal: you do have zero responsibility. However, is that enough for you to forget about it? Do you not care? Because if you want one, sure, you have zero responsibility, but why would you not make that initiative? Is it pride? Do you think that you're like giving him power by doing it? I don't think you are. I think that if you want it, you should get it, and that if you don't, eventually you'll start to regret it. Like I did. I thought at a point, I'm like, I mean, why didn't I? Just because he should? Fuck it. I'll be the bigger man. I'll be the bigger man like I always have, right?
Shut up, retard.
You're the smarter woman, right? So be the smarter woman. Go say what's up. And if he still can't handle you, if he's still like a douchebag or whatever he was, then drop it and know that you tried, and you can live with that forever. You'll never be insecure about that. You know, you'll never have second thoughts. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, it sounds to me like this dad has a lot going on in his own life. You know, with being a closeted homosexual, that in and of itself is a lifetime of shit that needs to be dealt with. And so no wonder, sweetie, he's not into you. He's sometimes parents that have complicated internal lives are just too self-obsessed to deal with their children, or to give to their children rather. So I don't even know if this guy's got the capacity or the bandwidth to be open for you and your needs. That being said, I agree with Enny.
Yeah.
It's worth exploring, talking to him, maybe sitting down with him and just saying, hey, I feel really disconnected from you. I'd like to have a relationship with you. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Well,
And,
does
you
she
know,
want
judging
that?
that he's gay, and those gays are good with their feelings. I think she does. Isn't that what she said?
Yeah, I mean, of course she does. She wrote in about it. She definitely does.
I thought the way that it read to me is like she was trying to figure out how does I mean, maybe this is me projecting my own shit, but how does she avoid feeling guilty? Because she said that she hates hanging out with him.
Well, let's read it again. That sounds ridiculous now as an adult that they're being incompatible. How can I be incompatible with my dad? So, Christina, how much responsibility is on me to fix my relationship with my dad? You're right. And Nadav, maybe this is how much of this is my fault? How much of this is his fault? Do I have a right I don't want to feel guilty. Why do I feel guilty?
And there was something that Enny said that I think is 100% true, and that's all you have to do is try. Because hanging out with your dad is not going to kill you. Like if you think that you're gonna dislike hanging out with him is not going to kill you. So if you put forth the effort to try and hang out with him and then confirm that you don't like it, guilt starts melting away. You're like, well, I tried, and guess what? I don't like that shit.
And the whole blood thicker than water thing, bullshit.
Bullshit.
Complete bullshit. Don't worry about none of that. Family does not, you don't owe anything to family. If anything, the people that put you on this earth owe you something, but you don't know
That's
anybody else
exactly right.
That's about it.
So this person is asking to be absolved. You have our permission. You're absolved of any responsibility to have a relationship with your dad. It's not your responsibility. That's what Enny said at the very top. It's not your responsibility. It's his responsibility. Always, no matter what age you are, the parent is the parent. That dynamic never changes. When my children are 40 and I'm hopefully 80 something, if I live long enough, I will always be mommy. I will always be the parent. So you're absolved. You have no responsibility to get to know this guy. If there's a desire, which we're talking about, the desire is different. If you desire it, go for it. If not, you don't have to feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty, please. This whole idea, it's funny, people have this notion that I better get to know them before it's too late, they're going to die and I won't know them. And I have to say, while they were living, if the draw, if the inclination were there, you would have fucking done it already. So I don't buy that.
And they would have done it with you, right?
Yeah.
They wouldn't have left.
He gave a fuck. So, like everyone asked me, my mother, when your mother died, Christina, and you guys didn't resolve did it? No, because she was out of her fucking mind and there was no way to resolve it. Some people are not capable. They don't have the bandwidth. They don't have the mentality, the mind to do what you want. Some people are stupid and some people are dumb. Right, Enny? We discussed this before we got on mic.
That's right. Some people are stupid. Some people are dumb. The big difference to me has always been that both stupid people and dumb people make stupid decisions, but stupid people don't even get that they're being stupid. And so they keep doing it over and over and over.
Like that person that's maxing out their credit card thinking that they're going to be okay.
Like that person.
Like that's stupid.
Like that person. Exactly. It's completely
because smart
stupid.
people can do dumb things. We've all done dumb things. And you go, oh, that was dumb. I wasn't thinking. But the acknowledgement of even that sentence, listen to the sentence. I was dumb. I was not thinking. So you acknowledge, oh, I wasn't thinking there. The stupids don't even go, hey, that was silly. I wasn't thinking. Stupid just goes, well, I'm going to do it again. Oh, that was bad. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, stupid,
that was bad. I'm going to do it again.
Stupid talks about, oh, I was so unlucky. That was such an unlucky situation. Oh, my boss sucks. Oh, my job sucks. Oh, my family sucks. Everything sucks. It's like, I mean, why don't you just get out? I think you're being stupid if you don't understand that you're a part of the problem. If there's a consistent
responsibility. And what was the saying, Nadav? The shit on your shoe?
Oh yeah, it's if everywhere you go smells like shit, check under your shoe.
Brilliant. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And on that note, we're going to leave. I don't think there's anything better to say than that. This was quite a deep episode, you guys. We really went all around the world. And I think it's because of Sean was here.
I loved it.
And I think we're gonna have to ask him to come back.
No, I'm just kidding.
There's nothing like roommate energy, man. It's like it's just its own flavor.
That RE, that roommate energy.
That NRE, baby.
New roommate energy. Shit, you might have a new roommate after this episode. Wow. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for being open, and thank you, Sean, for joining us. It was super fun having you in the booth, and I think we should have you back. And thanks to everybody who wrote in. Go ahead and email me your mom's podcast. That's a different one. Sorry. See, that was dumb. Let me think about it again. Let's revisit. What's my thing? WhereMyMomsAt @gmail.com. And what's my voicemail number, buddy?
Your voicemail is 213-375-5184.
There you go, homies. All right, this was super fun. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this show on YouTube, I advise you to do so simply because it makes your life easy. Every time a new episode drops, it'll just automatically be there in your feeds. You don't have to go hunting for things. So subscribe to this show, make your life easier. See me do stand up live. ChristinaPOnline.com for tickets. And until next time, stay cool, moms. Mwah. You're gorgeous.
Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where My Mom's At podcast with Christina P.